47-yarder from Casey Skowron to try and win it here. Ball down. The kick is up. It's got enough distance. It's headed for the middle. It is good. And the Wildcats have won it. Casey Skowron from 47 yards away. And Arizona, in an unbelievable finish, beat the Huskies 27-26.
Welcome to Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union, offering Wildcat fans a wide array of personal and business banking products. More opportunity, personalized service. Vantage West, federally insured by NCUA. Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Football Weekly with head coach Rich Rodriguez. I'm Dana Cooper, sitting in for Brian Jeffries. Arizona coming off another vintage cardiac cat victory, 27-26 winners against the Washington Huskies, now getting ready for the final road game of the year in a cold, probably snowy Salt Lake City. Coach, you've got a couple of themes that you've been hammering really since you came to Tucson. Hard edge mentality and 60 minutes, and they were both huge factors Saturday against Washington.
It's been like that all year, hasn't it? It's been, We've had 9 straight games. I think it's gone down in the fourth quarter, and I think we knew that a little bit as a staff. And I think our team knew that going into the year we're going to have a lot of tough ball games. A lot of them go down in the end, and we got to keep playing and see what happens after 60 minutes.
Casey Skowron, wow, against that USC where he didn't get that kick at the end of the game, to have him come back and have a chance to do what he did, along with everything else that the rest of the team, but really a special moment for him, wasn't it?
It was, and I think not only for his sake, but I think for the rest of the guys on the team, they have such respect for Casey, and especially because they see how hard he works and how tough it was for him after the USC game, and how he just kept working and kept battling. And he had a couple big plays, obviously the last kick, but the fake and the field goal after the fake, later on in the game, and they got a lot of respect. They was happy for seeing him, because that's a moment that Casey will have forever in Arizona football history.
Take us back through the fake field goal. Under what circumstances did you know you were going to call that play? How do you get that play into the game?
Well, it's something we just put in that week and worked on it a few days in practice, and Casey was fired up about it because he can run, and he was really excited about that. I don't think he's ever run before, but he was excited about that opportunity. But it had to be a certain look, and so it was almost the perfect opportunity. We needed some momentum. It was on the right hash that we wanted it to be on, and then they gave us the look we wanted, so we went ahead and went with it. And I thought one of the keys was obviously the snap was good, and Casey caught the snap, but also Derek Turrituri made a big block to kind of free him. I think we would have got a first down, but it freed him for a touchdown, a big play, big momentum boost for us.
The Huskies racked up 245 yards rushing. You had 133 total yards. They outgained you by 129. They held the ball for 13 more minutes, and they had a significant advantage of third down conversions, but you won the turnover battle.
We did, and we had to play a clean game just to be in it. If we had not been playing a clean game, I mean no turnovers in the first half and no penalties and not a lot of negative yards plays, we would have been out of it early, and our guys kept battling. But we weren't real good on first down on defense. We did give them some positive yards, and on offensively, we had too many 3 and outs. So we didn't really make them play as much defense as we wanted, and they didn't really get tired because we didn't force them to get tired. But again, we battled. We were lucky to be ahead at halftime, and then at halftime I told the guys, it's going to probably come down to the last few minutes anyway, and it came down to the last second.
You expect your guys to get physically stronger during the course of the season, but it seems like this year they've also gotten tougher psychologically. Is that the case, and can you measure that?
I think our guys had a kind of a hard-edged, tough mentality coming into the season because, I think, and I told the team this, and we're always brutally honest with them anyway. I said, we've got some talent, but we're not good enough to play poorly and win. But if we play hard and play well at times, we can win any game we're in. And I think that's been the case. We've won a lot of close games. We've lost a couple of them too. But our guys keep playing. I think they love playing. I think they love playing together, and it showed.
Your defense forced and recovered 2 more fumbles, and you have got a significant advantage over the opponent this year in points off of turnovers. How is that? Why is that?
Well, one, we got to have it. And particularly in this game, the example was when we did not get the ball after a turnover, it seemed like we were backed up on a 10 or 15-yard line and had to go the long field. And we've done that before, but anytime we got the ball after a turnover, we had a short field. And any team is better with a short field, with great field position, but particularly this team, because the whole offense is open and our guys kind of get a little momentum boost when we're across the 50. So the turnovers, more than anything else, changed the field position for our offense.
You like to try to simulate game situations in practice. How do you simulate low 30s and potentially snow?
Yeah, that's going to be the hard part. The cool weather is something you bet, but how do you simulate rain in Tucson? It doesn't rain very much, and we'll dump the ball in buckets of water and make it wet, but it's hard to simulate the rain, and so we'll do the best we can and then adjust when we get there.
Well, as we mentioned, great game for Casey Skowron and the Wildcat team. When we come back, Casey Skowron will be our guest as we continue on Wildcat Football Weekly. Be right back.
Join Vantage West Credit Union as we support Rich Rodriguez on his quest to bring home a championship. Follow the coach at vantagewest.org/blueprint.
Here's the snap, and it's a fake, and it goes to Skowron. He turns right. He's got the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's in! Touchdown, Arizona! They run the fake field goal, and Casey Skowron runs it in for 6.
Welcome back to Wildcat Football Weekly, hosted by Vantage West Credit Union. Our guest this week is Wildcat place kicker Casey Skowron, who nailed the game-winning 47-yard field goal as time expired against the Huskies Saturday. Casey, Coach Rodriguez has his 24-hour rule where you've got 24 hours to enjoy the victory or get over the loss. What were those 24 hours like for you after the game?
Well, yeah, the 24 hours were amazing. My family came in for the game. I had a cousin that flew in. So after the game, it was just great to be able to go to dinner with them and some other teammates and be able to celebrate the win.
In every team sport, you win as a team, you lose as a team, but after that kick against USC that didn't go your way, redemption against the Huskies, pretty sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it feels great. Just knowing that Coach Rod trusted me to put me back in there for the chance and have the second opportunity to make things right was huge for me. And to be able to execute for my teammates felt fantastic.
You know, in some ways you kicked 2 game-winning field goals because that field goal earlier in the fourth quarter put the team in a position to have you kick the game winner at the very end. You thought about that?
Right, yeah. I don't know if I would put it that way. Anytime we get an opportunity to have a field goal is points on the board that we need to get. So obviously it was nice to make it, but I don't know if I necessarily put it that way.
When the defense forced and recovered that fumble with 1:23 left, what's going through your mind and through your gut on the sidelines?
Yeah, I was thinking, get as close as possible for the field goal opportunity. Obviously, when Caleb came down with that catch, I was hoping that it was a touchdown, so it didn't have to come to the field goal opportunity. But as soon as we saw the replay, I knew that it was going to come down to a field goal and was just getting myself ready to take the kick.
Take us back through the sequence, including the moment before where they called a timeout and the first one went wide right.
Right, yeah. Well, I think we were all surprised that we got the fumble recovery. Things are obviously looking grim, and great props to our defense and Tremaine especially for going the full 60 minutes and forcing the fumble. Obviously, things look grim, but as soon as we got the fumble, we've had such a wild season. We all knew it was possible from then on.
Yeah, you never say die. Play 60 minutes. The fake field goal for the touchdown, that was a huge momentum changer. Take us through that sequence, Casey, in terms of when that play was called and how you had to execute that.
Right, so we called the look from the sidelines, and from that point it was just a matter of Drew looking over to see Coach Rod, give us the go-ahead or the kick the field goal sign. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I knew it was a go-ahead, it was just put my head down and be ready for the snap and hope that I caught the ball first before making the play. How
many times did you run that in practice the week before the game?
Probably about 5 or 6.
Yeah. 5 or 6 times for a game-momenting play.
Yes.
Yeah. When was the last time you ran with the football?
Never.
What did it feel like when you crossed into the end zone and you saw the refs put his hands up? What's that moment like for you?
It's fantastic. Obviously it feels great. It's a nice award to have, but it's a team game, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do it without my team, my long snapper, my holder, my whole line in front of me. Really, they're 10 other guys and everyone else on offense and defense that help get that award, and the win is the most important thing for us. So it's a nice honor, but I'm happier with the win.
Can you kick in snow up in Salt Lake City?
I've never kicked in snow before. I've only been in snow a few times in my life, so I guess we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's the next task at hand for Casey and the Cats. Our special thanks to Casey Skowron. Next up, it's the Cats and the Utes from Salt Lake City, Saturday afternoon at 1:30. For Casey Skowron, special thanks, and we'll see you next week on Wildcat Football Weekly. Thanks for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Visit vantagewest.org to learn how you can get more personalized service, federally insured by NCUA.